Hi, good afternoon. My name is Lenin Arellano, and it is the fifth lesson planned with respect to the second period. It is the last in description lesson plan. The topic of this lesson is past perfect. The main objective is identified and differentiate between simple past and past perfect. As know that something happened before a specific time in the past doing a series of exercises that allow you to express past real situations. The TEFL objectives uh, we have we have objectives for the different skills in English language, such as listening, speaking, reading, and writing. For listening skills, we we will be able to identify, differentiate, recognize, follow instructions, and comprehension the oral message and understand the past events. How objectives for speaking skill, we will be able to communicate easily using new vocabularies, using new words, using new context, and use the correct use of the grammar in the past perfect. Whole reading, uh, we will be able to recognize and read the words, read our text with a good vocabulary, can read stories about history, about past events in their real life. Writing skills, the objective of the writing skill is um, we will be able to build our own sentences, writing well structured paragraph, well structured sentences, and adapting the real life of the students. How methodologies and strategies uh, for this lesson, we have methodologies such as uses of VCTs, uses of text, uses magazines, teamwork, lingual audio method, teaching and communicative language. How strategies that can apply for this lesson could be real short stories, organizing sentences, read magazines, work in pairs. The students can work in pairs, maybe read worksheets, communication communication activities, and presentation of topic, presentation of expositions. How anticipatory said, the teacher focuses on explaining the vocabulary and reinforcing the topic since the students will need to study it. The instruction giving allow them to learn as well as to understand and work on suggestions and comment as a team, since they will expose in front of their classmates past stories, past events in their daily life. The teacher talks about the uses of the past perfect and are the differences with the simple past. How the description for this class, uh, I adapt the next way. The topic that I find interesting and timely to finish the description of the best lesson plans is the uses of the perfect past, since it is an elementary topic to learn English. The question the students are asked is, what have you done on your vacation? The students raise their hands and to answer uh, the most basic way. The verbs using the past tense they will only though to use the word had. It's important to explain to the students for their they try to adapt to the new topic. It is important to familiarize yourself with the topic before starting the class. The central focus in is the past perfect, how to warm up the teacher to reproduce an audio or audio video and that belongs to the uh, workbook, taking into account that in previous classes this topic has already been studied with respect to the verb list, since the proper uses of the verb in the past participle is essential to teach this task. The importance of applying some kind of games that catches the student's attention to get into the subject and explain that the perfect past tense is one of the most used verb tense in English grammar, and therefore once mastered it will be very easy to have a very wide image and a better understanding of the English. In this lesson plan I am going to go over some bases in addition to keywords so that I can identify it and help the students facilitate their learning. The teacher um, uh, could divide the class into groups. Each group will have the opportunity to present the topic of the class. As complementary material, we will make posters. They will be used so that the students can better express the class. Each group of students will go to the board and will have to expose when the present perfect is used and what is the grammatical structure when they want to ask questions. This will allow other students to listen to the topic and can be corrected immediately if there is an error in the explanation. And another tool that will be used in the workbook, it is very important that the classes are planning according to the content of the book so that the students can develop the content with the topic that the book will always have be the first complementary material that a teacher may have to develop the class. In this case, the skills that can be developed are reading, the correct uses of grammar. It is essential for writing because having the example students will have to analyze them to apply the affirmative, negative, interrogative, and short questions and short answer questions. And the another skill that can be applied is could be is speaking and listening, presentation, and exposition. Writing is also uh, also is another strategy because when we make sentences we will put them into practice. And finally, the teacher uh, will take a test with a worksheet for this activity. Students must have a time limit and their work will be individual. When they finish the activity, the the work is verified and they are given the correct score according to the work. I think it is I think that it is a great way to motivate the students to feel good and learn at the same time. I consider that it is the best technique and teach each subject and activities which help to strengthen knowledge. Mm, I think that, and thank you very much.